Alright, so we've done a number of videos on this topic. So this is lesson number 4. Try to find time and watch all the lessons from 1 up to this one, which is 4. You will understand mensuration very well. So our focus for today is finding volume over a frustum. But before we do that, I would like us to understand on how to find the volume of the cone and the volume of a pyramid. As soon as we understand that, it will help us be able to find volume over a frustum cone or a frustum pyramid. So let's do this together. Here they've said calculate the volume of the cone. We've been given the cone right over here. The radius is 6 centimeters. The height of the cone is 8 centimeters. So without wasting our time, to find the volume, we shall say volume is equal to 1 over 3 and then pi r squared h. So this is a formula for finding volume of a cone. So look at this. You can see this is pi r squared. I think it's coming in your mind that you've seen this formula somewhere, pi r squared. So the pi r squared is the formula for finding area of a circle. Now remember, this cone has got a circle base here. So for volume, you always find area of the base, you multiply it by the height of that figure you have. So you can see this shape right over here. The circle here is a base. Therefore, we'll say pi r squared, which is the area of the base, times the height. This is the height, h. Okay. Now, the shape here has been sharpened. This is a cone. This is where the 1 over 3 is coming about. So we shall say equal to 1 over 3 times 3.142 times the radius there, it's a 6 squared times the h, which is 8. So we can work out things here. We punch on our calculator. So that's 1 times 3.142 times 6 squared times 8. This, of course, is giving us a 901.896. You divide by 3. So when we divide by 3, of course, we are getting a 301.632 centimeters cubed. Remember, this is a volume. So this is how you get to find the volume of the cone. So let's check out this on how to find the volume of a pyramid. You can see right over here, we've got a pyramid. So how do we now get volume or find the volume of the pyramid? Now come with me. Let's talk about the formula for finding volume of a pyramid. We've done a cone. Don't forget, we've done a cone. And the rule of coming up with the formula for finding volume of a 3D shape, we always find the area, okay, of the base times its height. Now look at this. We shall say volume is equal to, always start with the 1 over 3. If the shape has got different base compared to the top. So you can see this is sharpened like this. That's why we're coming up with 1 over 3. And then we go to the base. What shape do we have down here? This is a rectangle. And what is the formula of finding area over a rectangle? This is L times B. That's the formula for finding area of the rectangle. So we shall say L times B. And then we're dealing with volume. Since it's a volume, we'll multiply it by its height. So the height of this pyramid, so times h. So we shall say 1 over 3 times 10 times 6. L, it's a 10. B, it's a 6. The height, it's a 12. So when we multiply 1 times 10 times 6 times 12, it will give us a 720. We divide by 3. When we divide by 3, we get a 210 centimeters cubed. I hope you are enjoying this. Please remember to share the video, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section if you are enjoying this. Now let's go to finding the volume of the frustum. When we talk about the frustum, we're simply talking about either the cone or the pyramid which has been chopped or cut. So you can see right over here, this frustum or this pyramid has been cut somewhere here. Now, how do we get to find the volume of this frustum? The first step, we need to understand or to know the height of what has been cut. So look at this. This is where it has been cut. We don't know where it was ending. We need to know the height. We've been given the height from the base to where it has been cut, which is 10 centimeters. But to where it ended, we don't know. So we need to find that height. And this is what we do. We say X, inlet of your choice, to represent the height of what has been cut. In this case, I'm using X plus the height we've been given. So this is the height plus X. I don't know the height which has been cut. So I'll call that height as X plus the height I'm having right here over X is equal to the base here, which is 8, over the length here, which is a 3. So this is what we do. So this right here will help us now know the height of what has been cut. We can cross multiply here. It will be 3, open bracket, x plus 10, which is equal to 8x. We distribute there. It will be 3x. 30 is equal to 8x. We group the like terms. This is what we have right over here. So this is negative 5x, which is equal to negative 30, divide by negative 5 by negative 5. These two will go. The value of x will be equal to 6 centimeters. So the height of what has been cut is 6 centimeters. Well and good. So we know that 6 centimeters is the height of what has been cut, the value of x. So now we can use the second example which I gave you on how to find volume of a pyramid. So we shall say volume is equal to 1 over 3 LBH. Okay? So this is what I gave you. We're going to say, we'll call this as volume 1. So volume 1, that will be like this, times our L here, it will be 8 times 8. And then here, the height, we just now get this plus the height that we have, it will give us a 16. We now multiply 6, or should I say 8 times 8 times 16. This is giving us a 1024. We divide by 3. When we divide by 3, we're simply getting a 341.33 and so on. So this is the volume of the pyramid before it was chopped off. Okay? The volume of the pyramid before it was cut. So the next thing that we're going to do, we shall find volume 2. Using the same formula right over here. So we shall say 1 over 3 times. Now we come to the top here. It will be 3 times 3 times the height of what has been cut, which is a 6. So don't confuse things here. For this one, my height was to get what I have here plus what I found. It gave me a 16. Now for this other, the second volume, I'll just use this where h is here. And then I multiply 3 times 6. It's giving me a 50, is it 54? It's giving me a 54 over a 3. So when I divide by 3, I'm getting 18. So 18 centimeters cubed. So this is volume 2. So now here, to now find my actual volume for this frustum, I'll just say volume 1 minus this. So this is the volume of what has been cut. So I'll subtract this from the actual volume. So it will be, when I subtract there, it will give me a 3. So I'll say, let me write it here. for my final answer, I'll just say volume of the actual volume I'm looking for is equal to volume 1 minus volume 2. So my volume 1, it's a 341.33 minus volume 2, which is 18, and this is giving me a 323.33. This is my answer. Let's not forget the units. So this is how we get to find the volume of a frustum. Alright, so if you don't want to use all these steps, let me show you something else that you can do. You can say volume is equal to 1 over 3H multiplied by A1 plus A2 plus square root over A1 multiplied by A2. So if you can remember this formula, it will help you. You don't need to do all those steps. So here, what is our H? Our H is a 10 centimeters, the height over this pyramid. What about our A1? Our A1 will be area of the base here. So area of the base, it will just be this times this. It will give us a 64. And then A2, it will be the area of this part here. So it will be 3 times 6, which will give us a 9. Okay? I hope you're able to see. So now we can plug in our formula. 1 over 3 times 10 times 64 plus a 9 plus square root over 64 times a 9. So here it will be like this when you simplify. 10 over 3, and then here 64 plus 9 will of course give us a 73 plus square root over 64 times 9, it's giving us a 576, and when we find its square root there, it's giving us a 24. So it will be 10 over 373 plus 24. And then this is 10 over 3. We add inside here 73 plus 24. It's giving us a 97, sorry, 97. So times 10 over 3 there. So we have a 90 or 970 over a 3. Divide by a 3. This is, of course, is giving us the actual answer we're looking for, which is right over here. So if you want, you can use this method. It's okay. You're allowed to use in an exam, or you can use the first method I showed you. So remember, the first method I showed you works for a conical frustum. So if you're dealing with a conical frustum, you can use the first steps, which you use to find the volume of this frustum, and you'll be able to get the actual answer you're looking for. Thank you so much for coming through. Please remember to share the video, leave a comment in the comment section. This is Sichamba Jacob, and bye-bye.